Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is December 4th. We are here live from HQ3. Welcome.
It was a big day.
Huge.
Big day.
For multiple reasons.
We got Sass in a new sweater.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love that mahogany. What would you call that? Maroon, I guess.
It's
Just
pure
more of a
maroon.
Yeah, that's a maroon, almost
than a mahogany.
bordering on a purple.
But just, I think that's like center of the palette maroon.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it being mistaken for a mahogany.
Mahogany.
Isn't mahogany a reddish wood?
I could see it being mistaken for misogyny. But it's not. It's actually maroon. It's a beautiful hue. Did you just get it in? Or it's like Chardonnay almost.
Yeah.
There
almost
are
like-
some Chardonnay undertones for sure.
There's a bunch of fishing emojis that are sewn in to the front breast. Very similar to the green one. Same sort of knit.
It's the same sweater.
I think, no, this is a knockoff of the original. It wanted to be the original.
Doesn't
but
it feel like that?
Yeah, it feels like a little
It's also
bit of a-
it's way smaller than the original. I had to stretch it out for like 30 minutes this morning.
Yeah, you're stretching your clothes.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Just pull them.
With your hands?
Yeah.
That's how they used to
Put
torture
it on,
medieval
stretch
clothes.
them out.
Well, wearing it, I could understand. But
Yeah, but it
you're
was
just
like
sitting
it was
there
pretty small.
treating
Like
your
the
sweater
arms,
like it's a
the
pizza
arms
dough?
were like up here.
Right.
Now look at them. Now look
He
at
was
where they
spinning
sit.
it between his
Salt.
knuckles and then throwing it up in the air,
Yeah.
catching his
Yeah.
sweatshirt, really stretching it
Pretty
out
much exactly that.
as much as possible. Sometimes you have to do that, but it looks like it was already a good size because when you usually stretch clothing, it shrinks back down.
No, not this.
So it's perma stretch now.
Mm-hmm.
I am zeroing in on a potential trip to Japan over New Year's potentially.
Really?
I'm trying to
Unreal.
get over there. We're using a amazing combination of miles, which I will use on a premium economy ticket, and then I will use global upgrade certificates there and back to get myself into a Delta One lie flat bed for the price of only the miles of a premium economy seat.
Does the
Masterclass.
global upgrade thing work no matter what? Like what if they just don't have a seat?
It is very tricky and they are very on to me. They do not release that option often. In fact, in all likelihood, I will have to fly through Seattle. I'll have to go west. But as an overall timing perspective, it's actually not that much more because I'm going to fly from Portland, Maine to Detroit to Seattle, Seattle to Tokyo. But if I were
It's crazy
flying,
that there's a direct flight from Seattle to Tokyo, but there's not a direct flight from Maine to Seattle.
Maine's tiny though.
yeah, Maine's really regional. There's a direct flight from Detroit to Tokyo,
Oh,
which goes over the pole,
I see.
That's how I went.
wave down to Santa.
And I came back through Minneapolis.
That's another way to do it. That gets you to LaGuardia, which is kind of nice. But unfortunately, that is the flight that they're very on to you about with Delta, and they do not release many options to upgrade with global upgrade certificates. And I only have until January 31st before my global upgrade certificates from this past year expire.
Sometimes you have to hit the hotline.
I have called them. I have spoken to them. It is frustrating.
Well, the wait time was probably sublime.
Well,
There's no wait time at all as a
Exactly.
diamond medallion.
Exactly.
The issue is that they have to check each fucking option individually. They have to run it individually. So if I say, okay, let's try December 26th until January 4th, they have to run that. There's no low fare calendar that you might see on the website as you're searching for yourself.
Let's just say if your back is erect on your trip to Japan,
I'm
you
not
might
going.
as well stay home.
I'm not going. I'm actually not going to go.
If you don't have lumbar support as you fly into Haneda,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you should be fucking parking your ass on the couch and maybe like working a soup kitchen for Halloween or whatever holidays coming up.
It's going to be like that movie Unbroken, that book Unbroken,
phenomenal movie.
where they torture the guy in the internment camp.
Oh, you were thinking of like the Louis Zamperini movie.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of
I was thinking of
the sequel to
Split and
Yeah.
Dr. Glass.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Bruce Willis movie.
The Bruce Willis movie where he
Where
can
he finds out that he has super strength.
The
bench
other
press
problem I'm
paint
running
cans.
into is that hotels in Tokyo in this period between Christmas and New Year's are extremely expensive. And I'm honestly looking at the Grand Hyatt in Tokyo, which I think is a nice hotel, but it's not that crazy.
Francis, I'm going to put you in contact with my concierge from the Aman. He's going to get you right.
I think that might be out of the question. That's just too big of a reach.
No.
Why don't you stay to Citizen M?
A Citizen M in Japan.
Yeah.
Because
it's
Citizen
probably
M
nice
does
as
not
hell.
fall under the fine hotels and resorts collection that you find at the American Express Platinum card, for which you get a free breakfast every morning, as well as a $100 hotel credit, which you can use towards either the restaurant or the spa if they have one. They definitely don't have one at the Hotel M collection.
The Hotel
Citizen
M in
M?
Japan is probably like sleeping in the lockers at a train station.
Yeah,
It's probably like that's what Coin Locker Babies was about.
Bro, I was really out on Citizen M, and I'm kind of back in on it. It's not like all of your shit is just like within arm's reach at all times.
right. In Japan, it's kind of what that's what they're known for.
Well, yeah,
are
it's
these
a Japanese
sort of like
hotel.
pull-out beds?
Yes,
Yeah.
Europe as well, not just Japan.
Is that so?
Europe hotels are very small. European hotels,
But they have like sconces. They have like classic architecture.
That's true.
The Citizen M, the Japanese micro hotels, they probably have some insane shit. They probably have like hovering hotels where you sleep in pods or some shit like that.
Probably.
I know. I'm just troubled because again, most of these hotels are not part of the fine hotels of the F&H collection, for which you get complimentary 4 p.m. checkout if you request it and it's available, and early check-in, as well as complimentary upgrades.
Bro,
Upon
late checkout is never available.
Bro, I've checked out at 4 p.m.
I have too.
Oh, then is it never available if you've done it?
First of all, the time that I did it, I didn't even request late checkout. I was just
Right.
like, I'm not leaving.
You can do that.
Yeah. But the one time I did request it was when we were in St. Louis together. And I had to go to LA from St. Louis to go film something with Rome, but my flight wasn't until like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, I called the front desk and I was like, can I get late checkout? And they were like, checkout was 2 hours ago.
Get the fuck out. There's just a big maid cracking her knuckles outside your fucking room waiting to beat your ass.
So that's another hack, by the way, is that you can speak to the maid, or you can use your Google Translate app to speak to the maid.
Yeah.
And you can tell her, listen, I need another hour. And
Yeah.
here's $20, which is definitely more than the hourly rate that they make.
Yeah. Oh, that's life changing.
Yeah.
I don't even think you have to do that. I think you can literally just be like, hey, I'm not ready.
And they wait. Oh, I like to pay them because I support
Altruistic
their
and-
plight.
Yeah.
I just lock the door. Don't
They bring
say
that
anything.
straight to they bring that straight to a dive store to buy snorkeling equipment so that their relatives can pass the Rio Grande
And they can fish for something nice.
at a lower
It's
risk
nice
of
going up
drowning.
to a maid in a hotel and being like, how much to quit your job right now?
Yeah.
You see people do that at like McDonald's and like
Yeah.
drive-thrus and stuff like that. It's so funny.
That one dude who does it and he goes, and it's the same guy every time and he doesn't give him any money. You ever
Just
see
put the
that
fries
guy?
in the bag.
Yeah, you ever seen that guy?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Because he gave like the, you know how
Oh
like
wait, no, maybe I'm thinking of a different
you know how
guy.
like a drive-through, there's like 2 doors or 2 windows. So like you'll pay at one and then you'll get your food at the other. He like I think he gave like the first person, or maybe 2 people were at the window and he gave the first person like $200, and then just some other dude like pokes his head out the window and he's like, "What's up, man?" He's like, and they just sit there and he's like clearly trying to get money, and he keeps going back to the same Wendy's and doing the exact same thing, and the guy just keeps sticking his head out and being like, "Long day."
I don't know where that trend came from, because those people definitely just go back inside and get their job back after they get
absolutely.
the $20,000
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Crazy trend. You have to go to Ukai Toriyama if you want a life-changing meal. It's like 45 minutes outside of Tokyo proper.
Oh shit!
Ukai Toriyama.
How'd you find this place, and what made you decide to go out that far?
Just because it's a transcendent meal.
Oh, okay,
I hit the Fat Travel Reddit.
nice,
You
nice.
ever go on that Reddit?
No, but
Fat
that
travel.
sounds really good.
Or Katsudan ya Suicho, which was our favorite food. It was so good, dude. I really think that you have to try it.
Okay,
We also went
need you
to-
text that to me.
Katsudan Yasuecho.
Yeah.
And then we
Bless
also went to
you.
Kaga Onsen and went to Coyote and Kaga Onsen. And you could try to read the name of the town. It's right underneath it.
This one here?
Yeah. That.
Yamana Kaunsen Higashimachi.
That's one word.
Yeah, wow.
Let me get it.
One word. You ready for it? Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
That actually didn't even spill that much. Which one was it?
That long-ass word. Right in the middle
Oh,
of the page.
shit.
That's the name of a town.
Yamanka.
With a little more chest.
Yamanka.
Okay, a little less chest. Split the difference. It didn't. It could not have ended with Chachi.
It does.
Machi.
Machi. Yeah, not Chachi, bro. This ain't freaking Mexico.
Well, it's nice because Japanese, you kind of can just like,
It sounds like
you can kind of just hover through the middle of the
You just
word.
say
You just
the
need to
word.
get the beginnings and the ends.
There's no like secret pronunciations in Japan.
No.
You just say it as it's fucking written.
Silent letters.
I got the fucking recommendations, bro, for you.
Please, I want to definitely see those, and we'll have a longer debrief.
Also, some useful phrases.
Yep, I need that.
Gochaisu samadeshata.
Do you need a
Thank you
blanket?
for the delicious meal. Yes, thank you for the delicious meal.
Oh.
Osumumuse wa nanke desu ka? What would you recommend?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. So I was using the
Those are
local
very
dialect.
good.
They really respected it out there. It was fucking sick.
Cool.
I'm excited for your trip. I also have some news. I'm excited about. I'm having twins.
Yes.
Yes, I told you guys personally.
Well, you also posted on Instagram.
Yes, but I told you guys personally first, and then I posted it on Instagram.
I was like lips sealed. I was like, no one knows. And then I woke up this morning and it's fucking live on IG.
Do you think that if the square footage for the Grand Hyatt is listed in meters, that 400 meters is enough?
No, that's probably pretty good.
That seems pretty big.
No, but yeah, my wife was super excited about it, and we were like just happy to be able to finally post.
How long have you known?
I mean, it's
I guess you would know
an
first.
It's an extra.
yeah, I was like halfway through the.
It's an extra 2,000 yen for a view of Mount Fuji per night.
Oh,
But they say that the yen is really weak right now.
That sounds sick.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
And no, she is probably like 18. So like I've known since surviving Barstool.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a tough secret to keep.
Yeah, it was
if
sick.
I'm going all the way to Japan,
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna stay in a fucking Citizen M. I'm not gonna stay in a small.
No, it's
Japanese
exciting
hotel.
news for me and for my family, and I'm pretty excited about it.
It is very exciting.
I just thought that I would tell you guys first.
We're very thrilled for you, brother. I'm
that's
so
it.
happy.
And that's obviously making fun of Sass for when he heard some.
When I told Roan that I was getting divorced, and Sass was just
couldn't stop talking
complaining
about
his hotel room the whole time.
I'll be honest, I didn't even pick that up.
And then when Francis originally, I told Sass for the first time 2 days ago, and genuinely the reaction was, "Oh, that's dope." Oh, and unrelated news, my boy's coming into town next Wednesday.
That is not true at all. That's not true at all. That's a blatant lie.
It's close.
No, it's not.
It's close.
No, it isn't. It was like 5 minutes later. Yes, it was. We were going crazy. What are you talking about?
No, I'm joking. You sent me such a very nice message too on the side.
Yeah, I texted him after as well.
You texted me
Wow, that's
afterwards
big.
on the
Yeah,
side.
we decided that the kids are going to stay with me for the first 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
Little night nurse Sass.
Yes.
Yes, he said that. No, well, I was randomly just going through the like applications of night nurses, and I cold called one of them, and it was Sass. He's been moonlighting. He's been moonlighting as a night nurse. We thought he was doing bits. Dude.
It's all it's all Trinidadian women, and his only most of them are like, I won't do anyone else's laundry, I won't do the dishes. Sass is like, I just need inputs for my PlayStation, and I need the children to have earmuffs so that I can scream as I play Call of Duty.
But when he's around, he walks his stroller with the other Trinidadian women, and he's like, "The child's had Chick-fil-A 4 times this week. What am I to do?" He's fucking great at it.
So do they sell? I mean, this is a dumb question, but like, how souped up of a stroller are you going to have to get to account for twins?
That is a fair question. I think that there's 2 kinds. You can either go side to side or stacked up on top of each other. And side to side in New York, it's like impossible to get through doorways.
That's tough.
So we're gonna have to just Leaning Tower of Pisa their asses.
You're gonna go double decker.
That's the only way, like a London bus.
That's crazy.
Staggered.
Next to each other.
I see, like towed cars.
Yes, exactly. Like in the parking
like
garages.
when they're stacked.
Yeah, it'll kind of be stacked, jammed into each other. But I don't know. We're just going to have to be man to man from the jump. A lot of people have been asking, and so my wife does have twins in her family. Her grandmom gave birth to twins. Her cousins are twins. So blessed to have twins. We were just happy to have anything. Honestly, I thought it was going to be girls for a long time because everyone's always like, men make men. And I'm like, am I even a man? I was like,
it's going to be a lot of tea in the house.
What do you mean? Oh,
a lot of testosterone.
I thought you meant like spilling tea.
How does your wife feel about 2 more dudes being in the house?
Well, she comes from sisters, so like, I mean, it's a vast change of the energy in the house.
It's going to be crazy,
bro. I'm so astounded by this development in your life.
I know, dude. I can't
it's
believe it. I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast right now. It's fucking insane. Young Harry and young Francis.
Yeah.
Happy to bring them into the world.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody that I'm naming them after them. I'm fucking telling everybody. It's the only way.
I mean, right off the bat, your move to the suburbs is going to necessitate a bigger yard so that your catch can be in a triangle formation.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like outfield relay catches down my skinny ass hallway. That's the only way.
You do have a pitcher, a catcher, and a batter right off the bat.
Yes, and that's all me too.
That's good.
And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's I have no idea what it's going to be like. We're obviously, I mean, my wife and I have no plans on leaving New York. So there's no imminent move to the suburbs or anything like that, but we're fucking, I don't know, we're excited. Happy that I could tell you guys.
It's so cool, man. It's crazy. I would say that when you told me, you delivered it so well too. You told me you were pregnant, and then I got very excited. And then you waited a bit and you said, and there's a catch or there's a rub or something. It's twins. And that gave me this second wave, this aftershock that I would say changed my excitement and awe another like 50%.
Oh, yeah. I liked that so much that I told my parents
in the same way,
the exact same way. I texted them and I said, Roan's wife is pregnant. And then they were all like, oh my God. And then I said, with twins.
Wow. And then people go crazy.
Yeah.
Anew.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
My sister sent like the head exploding emoji.
Yeah. It's such a fun way to tell people.
So cool.
We've honed it so well. After everybody we tell, we fucking hone it down. And then you hit them with, and it's boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to be rich.
We're going to be fucking rich.
Well, when he said that to me, I said, they haven't decided yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
18 years, I'll find out their gender.
Fingers crossed.
It definitely put a little layer of,
yeah,
displeasure over the whole announcement for me because that felt very
attacked,
reductive and antiquated and not with the times. I mean, if I learned anything from Emily Ratajkowski, it's that you don't tell a child what its gender is until 2 weeks later, at which point you completely reverse course. Go back.
What I'm really hoping for, do you think they're going to be athletic?
God, no.
No? Because I was hoping for like a couple little Christian McCaffreys running around.
I mean, I'm going to have them in the ladder. I'm doing the ladder drills early, but they're probably going to be.
I think you got to go full.
I'm going to train
McCaffrey family raising.
I'm going to have them on the hills.
I think Christian McCaffrey didn't have carbs until he was like 23.
They're not tasting sugar.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
No.
It'll be so funny to train them like that, and they still just wind up with body types like mine. Like drilling them to be great athletes, and they get cut from JV. We worked every day of our life for this. We have no other purpose. It's going to be fun as hell. I'm sure it's some kind of karma that I deserve, and there'll be some kind of chaos around.
No, come on now.
No, when Clem, no, just the chaos of having crazy kids.
Okay,
like when Clem found out, he was like, of course, like the Loki of Barstool is like gets two like chaotic twin boys. Like it'll be funny. It'll be very funny.
Did Clem have twins?
God no.
Oh.
Half a man. I'm joking. He's the fucking man. He was so nice about it and just gave me so many fatherly tips. It connects you to people in different ways. You'll find out someday, son. Well, it's exciting, but
very exciting.
I just want. But it's also like we've been kind of building up the food pyramid to our biggest news of the day, and the biggest news of the day is sitting here. Gink, gink.
Wow.
Gink.
There's a lot of there's so many things to talk about.
I
watched Surviving Barstool.
How good was that?
I started it this morning. I still have half the episode left, but it's great, dude. It was kind of funny. It's kind of similar to how I felt when we did the Out of Order tour, and we'd show the sketches and Fights brought it up towards the end. He was like, I can tell that I can tell that you, as in me, never watched the sketches because I was watching them and like howling laughing because I had never seen any of them before. So like there is a payoff to like not following any of the Barstool shit. Yeah. And then like I'm watching the Surviving Barstool thing. I'm like, oh my God, Mincy's. Well, no, I didn't know Mincy was going to be there. I'm reacting like I don't know anything about it. So I'm watching it.
Like,
I'm like,
who's that?
Yeah, I'm like, this is
Like,
great.
that's Big Cat, dude.
Wait, Brianna's not there because she and Zach broke up?
Yeah, so I enjoyed it a lot. It's
Arian
great.
Foster played in the NFL.
I was watching it on the way here, and then I stopped to watch Arian Foster highlights.
You did it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's probably pulled up on my YouTube still.
Just to remind yourself, his highlight tape is sick.
Yeah, it is.
He's a fucking beast. But yeah, I mean, the I don't want to spoil the second half of the episode for you, but Francis fucking shines.
Well, it seemed like he was shining in the beginning of the challenge.
Yeah, I think I had the right strategy, which was that I knew immediately we needed to start the base of how far along are you?
I just finished the first challenge.
Okay, yeah. So I knew immediately we needed to put the fatter sticks at the base.
Yeah.
And then winnow it out.
Yeah.
Which is something that the Big Cats team never figured out. It just kept snapping.
Yeah, it just kept snapping in half.
Was that your team?
No.
You were the one that won?
Yeah, his team won.
Okay, got it.
We won that challenge.
And then we went for the far ring first, and that allowed us to catch up. But we got fucked. We truly got fucked.
Yeah, you did.
Because we from the moment we got in there, the thing was broken, I think.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
brutal.
it took us like a long time for them to believe us that it was broken, and then they stopped and saw it, at which point they were,
they figured it out.
well into their puzzle.
It
Yeah,
was a very
Barstool,
Barstool, just like fuck up moment, and just small things going wrong and everybody losing their shit.
Yeah.
Like that's hallmark to this show.
It's crazy. Gilly is so funny.
So
we were just
funny.
saying that before you got in. He's amazing, and that's all. He was on that level at all times.
Yeah.
That wasn't like he turned to the camera and would say that shit. He just was fried out of his fucking mind, dude. Stoned like in our little bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
In our little bedroom that 7 people had to sleep in. He was just rolling up backwoods, dude. And that's why when we smoke a cigar in the office, I'm like, dude, you're lucky that it's not a fucking chain smoked backwood of Gilly Wonka fucking Kush, dude. That he's not doing Kush ups like it's the Murph challenge.
So funny with Biz cracking up in the background.
It was so funny.
Also, dude, Gilly saying that when you guys did the cages thing, and he's like, Wallow, he's like, my cousin, he's like, he actually got out of prison, and now I feel like you guys are kind of just putting him back in. And he's like, so if he starts like screaming random shit, like, get off of me.
Yeah, what did he say though? He had a name or something.
Like,
it was so funny.
Like Marcy or something. Get the fuck off of me, Marcy.
And he was saying that shit off camera. We'd be like, dude, say this again once we get out there. It'll be so funny if you just, because he just is that naturally funny. When he told Robbie Fox, he's like, you look thick, Robbie.
Yeah. It does suck as like a comedian Like you're just like I'm as many jokes as I write, I'm never gonna be as funny as just like a black dude.
A black dude who like shoots 50 shots a game, who just is always shooting and like he has like a 95% hit rate. He's just is always shooting and it's always something funny.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
His energy is so funny and so fun.
But yeah, that's great. So check that out if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, what just came out. There's episodes coming out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the next 3 weeks. There's a little bit of a break, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for in the beginning of January.
Wait, so there's another episode tonight?
There's another episode tonight.
Oh,
there's another episode tomorrow night, bro.
Damn, that's great. Because I remember last time they did it, it was like week by week.
Hell no.
That's nice.
Hell no.
Especially with no ball on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fucking. Oh.
You watched that game last night? Or 2 nights ago? What's today? Wednesday? Monday?
Wednesday.
Browns?
Yeah, Browns game.
I didn't watch it.
Good game.
I watched Jameis throw 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
I had Browns to cover.
Yards, whatever the fuck it was.
And then they gave up that interception late.
Yeah.
Brutal. But I also had fucking Chubb anytime, Javonte Smith anytime in the over. So lucky I didn't parlay it, but
imagine if you took over 70.
You'd be a rich man. You'd be a very rich girl. But yeah, Surviving Barstool is fucking it's going to be so fun to watch. I was watching it like a fan. I called Francis. I was like, get home and watch it. You're the fucking star of the first episode.
I wasn't going to watch it.
Don't spoil it for me because I haven't finished it yet.
I wasn't going to watch it, and then you told me that, and then I couldn't help myself.
Why
and I wasn't
going to
watch it. Not to be like anti or superior. Just I have a hard time watching myself in anything. So
can't relate.
Like Sass and Out of Order. No, that's literally what you just confessed to.
And stuff like that. And stuff like that. I have a hard time watching myself because you're trying to be funny.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to be funny on this show too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but it landed.
I don't know why. That's actually weird because I feel like I do have a hard time watching myself in sketches, but I don't have a hard time watching my own stand-up, and I don't have a hard time. I guess that's really the only things that I do. So there was nothing else.
What about this podcast?
I don't like watching myself on this podcast.
Right.
If I get to see a clip come up, I get that out of there.
Too real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm glad you. I mean, you don't even know who gets eliminated in the first episode. So
no, I don't.
You can't even fuck it up.
No,
which you would. You loose-lipped bastard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Should we do the big reveal?
Yeah. This is a
Sass walked into the room right on time with a fucking huge bag, but he was carrying the bag by the handle of something inside.
See, so I tried to put it in the backpack, and then I put the backpack on, and I was like, this backpack's gonna snap.
Mm-hmm.
This backpack it's the fucking Comedy Connection backpack. This thing's not built to carry 55 pounds.
That's something we all knew when you said that was your plan.
And then
we just gave up on trying to counter your idiocy.
And then I was like, put it back in the box, and I was like, this doesn't work. And then I was like, the only easy way to carry this thing is with the handle.
Right.
As it's intended to hold.
Which you then put it in a bag that would actually make it harder to hold by the handle.
Didn't know. I just didn't want people to see it. I didn't want people to see it as I was walking through my building, so I just put my hand in it.
Why? Because they'd probably jump you for it. They'd probably try and steal it from you on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, this is like walking around with just a gold brick.
They know if they see that your packages are ones worth stealing.
Exactly.
Because of how valuable your possessions are.
I should knock on my super's door and say, missed one.
Knock with the kettlebell.
Just send Rogan through the fucking door.
Like Miley Cyrus in the Wrecking Ball video. It would the thing is though, if someone tried to steal it from you, it's too heavy for you to brandish as a weapon. You know what I mean? Like you could maybe nut tap somebody with that, but you're not getting it to their head to fucking bash them.
I think I get someone in the knees pretty good with it.
Yeah, you'd have to take their knee out.
Yeah. You could get one throw and really hurt their toes.
But it would be a throw.
And the top of their foot.
I think it would move too slow to even throw it.
But if you throw it at their feet, that might be the only way. If you throw it through their shin, so even if they back up, they're gonna have to dodge ball out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unleash it, but stand up and do it just because we want to see you holding it.
Well,
don't do it sitting down. That's so unceremonious.
You got to take the bag off.
That's so unceremonious.
Here, I can help you.
Unbag it.
Yeah, put it on the table. On the table.
There
we go. Big moment.
Wow.
Wow.
And you weren't shaking.
Does it only come in that weight?
I think, yeah.
That's so fucking sick.
I know On It makes other kettlebells, but I think Rogan only comes in that weight.
We're going to need to get the gamut of every famous face that's wound up on a kettlebell.
I don't think any others have. I think it's just Rogan.
They have no other faced kettlebells? Why are we not doing this as merch then?
I know On It makes a bunch of they have like gorilla ones and shit.
45 pounds for Francis's, 35 pounds for mine, 25 pounds for yours, 15 pounds for my twin boys.
It's heavy. Do you think you could carry it from my apartment to here?
Yeah.
The whole way without putting it down once?
I told you I thought I could. And you said no.
I think that you would have to switch hands, but I think
you'd have to switch hands.
And you have to engage core. You'd almost have to clench cheek.
It would be an aggressive, you'd be soaked in sweat by the time you got here.
I have been preparing for that type of a thing for 20 years.
All right.
Yeah, he's already ready for it.
If you could just get if there was a better way to hold it, you could definitely do it. Yeah, if you could hold it like a baby, I think it would be
can't even
easy.
keep up with you because I suggested that I do this and you said there's no chance. And then I explained how I was going to do it. And you said...
What about holding it like this?
Easy, brother. Making me a little uneasy. Carrying it over the concrete like that.
Just put it on your chest.
Dude, it's like a 2-mile walk.
I don't know. What do you think? Shoulder? Like this?
That's actually not a bad way to carry it.
I think you just switch it up a bunch.
This is nice.
That is nice. That's nice. But the big key was that I said I would not be able to put it down at all on the entire wall.
Damn. Trying to break the table?
I like how you talk about this like it's adamantium. Like it's the fucking heaviest substance in the world. Like it's not just, it is 55 pounds. That is heavy. But it's also like there are heavier kettlebells even.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It would be hilarious if we came back in here on Monday to record and it was just through the table, just a clean hole.
There's just a hole in Potbelly sandwiches downstairs.
Burrowing deeper and deeper into the Earth's crust.
Somebody's subway car gets folded up like a V because it rips through the fucking firmament. Through the fucking firmament, bro. If it goes through the damn firmament.
Guys, can you name... This episode of Son of a Boy Dad is brought to you by Rocket Money. Can you name every single subscription you have? I know I can't name all of mine. I can barely name any of mine. And I'm not alone, as you just heard, because Roan is suffering from the same thing. I just learned that over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For any you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with a few taps. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you, sometimes by up to 20%. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service. That's so nice.
That's so
That
nice.
is nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to
That's
call
the biggest
somebody.
perk.
Call
Right.
for me.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
So much.
Stop wasting time on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/boy. That's rocketmoney.com/boy. rocketmoney.com/boy.
So how did you get it here?
I just Ubered.
And so how was it different from the Uber that you anticipated?
Yeah, how was it different?
Because I had it in the box originally. And I didn't see how I would be able to get a way of putting it in one arm and then opening my door and then closing my door. And like I knew I could do all that, but it would just take a couple minutes and the Uber had already been waiting. And then when I realized that the easiest way to carry it is just to carry it by the handle, then I was like, okay, this is easy.
So all that time, it was the box casing that was causing the...
It was just hard. I couldn't figure out the right way to carry it.
Because you were carrying it in the box.
Yes.
When you set it down on your ottoman and you went back for it, causing your Uber to be delayed and showing that you didn't really care about making the Uber wait, the time that you said is what disqualified you from actually taking it in.
Well, that was like probably a quarter of a second.
You said you went back for it.
I was like walking out and then I was like, I'm going to move that. And then I went back.
At that point, it was still in the box.
Yes.
But you put it in the box.
I put it in the box.
Because I took it out of the box when I went to the apartment.
Why did it come in 7 boxes?
Why did you put it in a box to carry it?
Because I didn't want people to see it. We've been over this.
Are you fucking for real, dude?
Dude,
Are you
I didn't want
serious
my-
about this thing about not wanting your neighbors to see
I didn't want
that
my
you have a
neighbors to
nice
see me
expensive thing?
carrying Joe Rogan's face through the fucking building.
No one's going to know that's Joe Rogan. It looks like Michael Jordan. It's just like a bald guy.
Also,
All right,
dude,
well, don't put
why
disgrace to the
not?
kettlebell now.
What's the issue? You're worried someone's going to judge you for being a Joe Rogan fan?
Dude, I didn't really
Yes.
think about it. I didn't really think of it that much. This was literally like, I just got home from the airport and I was like, should I bring it? And then I was like, I'll bring it on Wednesday.
I'm not even that big of a this is New York, like fuck it type of guy, but this is New York. There's literally people doing the weirdest shit at every angle anytime you're on a street corner, especially in fucking Manhattan. You just look around in Manhattan and weird shit is getting carried by weirder people than you.
Well, what do you guys want? You want me to bring it home today?
I still just...
I don't understand what the problem is.
You're cool with
it's
the
here.
100,000 people watching it on the, or seeing it like or hearing about it on
The
the
kettlebell
podcast.
is here. What are we arguing about?
But then you don't want 2 people to see you in your own hallway?
Yes, precisely.
It is stupefying to hear you, the way that the hoops that you go through.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I want more kettlebell shaped heads or head shaped kettlebells.
That's not a
Look,
bad
you guys
idea.
can get the next one.
I will. Just someone send us a fucking shape. Send us a fucking shape. I'll be happy to get another one. I'll get the 100-pound one. How's that sound?
Yeah. Get the
That would be
100-pound one,
crazy. That'd
ship
be
it to your
crazy.
apartment, and then bring it here.
That's a giant kettlebell.
I would ship it here.
I feel like it's probably not even that big because that thing's not that big. It's just very dense.
Exactly.
I don't know that. I don't know if they can use a different metal or something to just make it more dense and therefore add weight.
What did you say? Yeah, tungsten.
It would have
That'd
to
be
be
cool.
tungsten. But how do they calibrate those?
What do you mean?
How do they know it's 55 pounds?
There's a mold.
Yeah, probably a mold.
There's going to be a mold.
There's probably some sort of equation you can do with the how much the material weighs, and then figure out how big it would have to be.
Yeah,
I would love
volume.
to cross calibrate it, is what I'm saying.
I actually feel like I could probably figure it out pretty easily.
But I'd love to get a weight.
I'm kind of quick like that.
I'd love to get a scale. Well, do you think that the top is welded on, or do you think it's a single mold?
I think the top is
think-
welded on.
So how do they? I mean, they're going to have to know the strength of the top, or the weight of the top and the weight. They're going to have to
they're
put
gonna
them
have to
together.
add those. Look, it is getting complicated, which brings me to this. If there's anyone out there that does for a living calculating the weight of a kettlebell handle plus
In New York
the
City.
mold face
In the New York area.
in the New York tri-state area, hit us up and we will absolutely love to use your services.
We'd love to know your equation. We'd love to know how you.
Also, if you could make us like a custom mold, if we could get all of our faces
It should be our
as
merch.
kettlebells.
It should
Yeah.
be merch. We should be selling these for premium.
Kill 2 birds with 1 mold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we could just line them up like all of us and Rogan in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we get like a company where we can 3D print people's faces on kettlebells? Like, why not? Why
If we
go
can,
to a middleman when
Exactly.
we can become the
We
man?
could do that. We could do it ourselves.
if we can get a 3D printer, then I'd like a gun because I know you can make those.
I think you could just go get a gun.
That's how they assassinated the prime minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe,
yes.
the previous
A
prime
very
minister.
rinky-dink like plastic gun that
3D
shot
printed
one bullet.
gun.
Not that rinky dink.
True. Not rinky-dink enough to
Not take a man's life.
not take a man's life. Speaking of which, you see that dude from United Healthcare got assassinated
Dude,
this morning?
I'm not going to say how or why. I saw the security footage of it.
I did too.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, they posted it on Twitter.
Okay, so it's gotten out.
Now you got to say how and why.
Yeah, wait, what? How did you get the security footage?
He was like, they caught me in the act.
It was on Twitter.
The guy did have some size 12 white Vans on.
They're 13s.
Fuck.
No, but
he
the
did look squeezed
silencer.
into some. Yeah.
The guy had a silencer.
Yeah.
That's the most insane shit I've ever seen.
Was
Yeah.
he in the city? Was that New York?
Yes, on
That was
54th
pretty-
Street.
54th?
Yeah. I don't think it was that far from here.
He was at, I think,
Just about 20 blocks.
a Hyatt or a Westin, which, again,
He should have stayed at a Citizen Inn.
I know.
You're not getting. The robot will scoop you up before an
yeah.
assassin can put 10 in your back. I cannot believe that there is assassins like that.
Yeah, people think it's a professional.
No shit, dude. It didn't look like a fucking drive-by.
That guy is not a G League assassin.
Yeah, but there were some things that would lead you to believe that he might be a G League assassin.
He rode away on a bicycle.
Well, no, I think that's pretty casual because there's so many bikers in New York. I think the reason that people thought it was professional was because of how casual he was.
Yeah. And the silencer.
Well,
Well,
what makes you think
silencer,
he wasn't a professional?
Let's
What
put
did
it
he
this
do
way.
wrong? Say
You
it.
cannot
A little bit of
3D.
a malfunction with his gear. I don't know if you noticed that his gun jammed 3 times.
Actually?
Yeah. And then he had to clear it and then and then he was hitting it.
But that's just bad
true
luck.
assa-
A true assassin knows his gear.
Western style?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is clearly a true assassin.
Yeah, he's an assassin.
A true assassin knows his gear.
That guy, you're saying he wasn't the guy who did the assassination with the gun with the silencer and had a getaway plan on a bike and had a balaclava on and that has gotten away with it. You think that guy isn't a pure, true, real assassin?
I'm just saying, if it's
What do you think,
me,
he's
I'm
just
not
a
hiring
hitman?
him. I'm not hiring him for my next hit.
How about the fact that he took out the CEO of United Healthcare, which I used to be on, and is excellent healthcare?
You could have been.
Can't be that excellent, or else they wouldn't be killing the top guys.
Who knows? It runs deep. We have no idea what the motive was at this point.
If I'm that guy, I'm halfway to Mexico by now.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm that guy, I'm hopping on a fucking private and getting my ass to Bern, Switzerland.
I'm getting my master's in Paris if I'm that guy.
Got my master's in Paris. That's what I'm doing if I'm that fucking guy. I wonder how he's spending the rest of his day. He probably went to Italy to get the sandwich.
Yeah, probably nothing. Yeah.
Roast beef.
He
Oh,
probably biked straight to
He probably
Italy.
tossed that gun in the Hudson and now he's probably like at work.
Yeah, at United Healthcare.
Yeah.
Taking phone calls.
hiding in
Mark,
plain sight.
did we ever get that shipment in of just
Must have some
completely-
ketchup on
just a
your ear.
completely
Trying to
normal
process
day?
his claim, but it was submitted via the comments portal.
Do you know if I can send this through?
Don't slack me that, Mark. Was getting yelled at in the office, twitching. They don't
Yeah, I
what
know.
can
So they still
do.
haven't caught him?
They're never going to catch him.
They'll
bro.
get him.
Why would they get him?
They'll get him.
How could they get him?
Bro, killing someone in New York City, there's cameras everywhere.
So what, bro? This guy's a pro.
Unless he drove in with the balaclava on.
He probably biked in. He's probably 40 fucking million miles away. But my place that I would go to, the parking deck of a mall. Cameras can't get you in there. And then you're going fucking different directions. You could be on any floor of it. You walk out in a different outfit into the mall.
That's good. Very Jason
That's
Bourne.
where I'm going. Jason
Yeah, I don't
Bourne
hate
style.
it. I don't hate it. I'm going straight to the airport.
Casino for me.
You're playing your luck.
I guess I can just create an alibi. I've been here for 14 hours.
There's no cameras in casinos.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on why you would choose a casino.
There's cameras, and then you can say, look, I was here.
But then they'll say, but you weren't.
Well,
They'll say, no, you weren't here.
you're
when
sweating the
You were
details.
here. You got here actually as soon as the after it
See, look,
happened.
he came right here.
He's gonna need to wash the money. He's gonna need to wash the money.
The exact same amount of time that it would take someone to drive from the United Healthcare to the
He needs
to the
to-
casino is exactly when you arrived.
He needs to launder the money. So he's going to drive out in an unmarked van to Comics Mohegan Sun to check out your show, leave 10 minutes in,
Yeah. Ooh,
to go
leaving-
gamble and wash the money because he's been paid in marked bills. And
Going to a show is a good alibi.
There you go.
You have to get into the show, but then you have to leave through the trap door that hasn't been used since the 1970s.
Not a bad weekend to be at Mohegan Sun.
I don't disagree.
Georgia, Texas, Penn State, Oregon.
Oh, you're
We'll
gonna
be
be
watching
able to
that
gamble.
at the sports book.
You're gonna be able to gamble.
Is there a
for
sports
sure.
book there?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
there should be.
It's a pretty big casino, right?
There's gonna be a sports book at the casino at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Mohegan Sun. What state is it in? Which is Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Yeah,
But it's on
Connecticut.
Native American land.
It is, yes.
you could definitely bet there.
Am I gonna have to sign one of those things?
No. What, tomahawk?
Like a working
Oh,
thing?
You're gonna have to sign a land acknowledgement.
A land acknowledgement.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to. No. I don't think you.
you're definitely gonna have to acknowledge that this land is their land. This land is our land.
from California
yeah.
to
To
Uncasville.
the New York Islands.
to the New York Islands.
I built a new website yesterday.
No
Took
way.
8 hours.
No way.
Yeah.
LittleSasquatchComedy.net.
No, HarrySaddleWebsite.com. Sticking with it.
Why did it take so long?
Because it's hard to do.
Did you do it on Squarespace or something like that?
I did it on I started doing it on WordPress, and then that was just insanely complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to switch to Wix.com.
Yeah, Wix, yeah.
And then I realized that I built the entire website, and I realized it was on web.com. And then I looked up web.com, and people said it's not reliable at all. So then I had to transfer my domain to Wix and rebuild it.
Wow.
Brother, I bet you can get on Fiverr and get a Bangladeshi fucking 15-year-old to do this for you.
I did it for free.
Don't even need to do that. I bet you there's somebody out there that does web design listening right now.
In the tri-state, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the thing, is like those people charge a shit ton of money to do it.
No, not the Bangladeshis on Fiverr.
But I don't need a Bangladesh. I did it myself.
But that's 8 hours of work that you could have spent $5 on and done it in 0 hours.
8 hours of work, but I had 8 hours to do it.
So it was the satisfaction of getting the job done.
Yeah.
Chopping your own wood and making your own
Yeah.
log cabin.
I started it and I finished it, and the website's up.
Is it a good website?
It's a phenomenal website.
What's
New
the
York
pictures?
Times.
New York
New York Times has quotes on it. You want to see it?
Yeah, can I see it? Can I interface it?
I already looked it over, and there was already something that caught my eye that I didn't love.
What?
Let me see the
The
website.
contact page?
In your bio,
Let me see the website.
Is there typos?
Stop looking at him.
it's sort of like a structural thing that I don't like, where you said Harry Settle, who is also known as, and then you quote
Oh,
little
bad
Sasquatch
style.
and or little Sass, end quote. And I would have put little Sass in quotes, close the quotes, or new quotes,
Yes.
your second nickname.
You know what I was going to do is I was going to put that paragraph into ChatGPT and say, fix this.
I think that's a solid idea.
Or what's the?
But I forgot to do it.
Grammarly. You could have hit it in Grammarly.
It's just a stylistic thing.
Okay.
Yeah, clean. You look good.
Can
You
I
look
interface
handsome.
it? Can I interface it? Do you mind if I interface? I'm not going to go through your.
Play around with it, brother.
The perfect website for all things Harry Saddle related. New York Times. Wow.
Who do you know over there?
Great gag. How funny is that?
The failing New York Times tour. Okay, one show. Are you going to update this yourself?
Yes.
Don't tell set.
Something tells me he's not going to update it himself.
I'm absolutely going to update it myself. Now I don't have to text anyone and be like, can we update this? Now I'll just do it.
Wow. So pictures of people laughing at you.
Of course.
If people didn't trust that
That's
you're a
the
funny
best
comedian,
photo. That's my best photo as a comedian.
Yeah, you're laughing. You almost laughing harder than the
I'm
audience.
laughing, and then the audience is laughing as well. So like, it's just showing like this, we have a good time.
Oh, you're wearing your knit beanie, yeah.
His knit beanie,
Did you get her to sign one of those
I did
Native
not,
American
no.
releases
NDA.
to be on your website?
I didn't, and I
acknowledgement,
was wondering about that.
Yeah, she's going to want that.
Contact. Can I read them?
No. I need the people can go to the website to read them.
Those are tough email
Emails.
addresses.
They are very tough email addresses, and I don't even know if that's actually the right email
I
addresses.
would also just hyperlink the emails under their names.
Ooh,
and then-
hyperlink.
And then add
Bro,
their-
don't be talking to me about hyperlinks. You never even built your own website before.
I did build my own website.
Ooh.
Did you see these hyperlinks?
Are you?
Where do you think
gloss
where
that
do you think
over?
the YouTube button goes?
Rumble, I hope.
Son of a boy, dad.
Company man.
Yeah, I
Company
got
man.
the first one too. Wow.
Company man. It basically is an advertisement for.
Arian wrote the script, Foster.
He did
That's where my hyperlink is going to go. I'm going to redirect it to just Arian Foster highlights.
You should at least have a drop-down menu for Arian Foster highlights.
I think
Oh
I
my
will,
God.
because I was playing around with it, and I was going to do another tab and just put Call of Duty highlights in there, but I think I'm just going to throw everything in there.
You should.
Like I'll throw like Arian Foster highlights, Call of Duty highlights.
It should be a website that people can go to have a good time.
just to like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to make it. I might start like, well, I guess I probably can't do that.
You're gonna say you're gonna start blogging.
I don't think I can start blogging on my own website.
So funny. You dead serious bet. I might start vlogging.
OnlyFans mom gets discovered
Yeah.
as school
Just start
librarian.
ripping Barstool blogs, posting them on my own website.
This kid's a great writer. Takedowns. Do some takedown blogs.
Well, I want to set up a mailing list.
Yeah, so then you own the information.
Then I own everything.
Doesn't matter. You're basically your own boss once you have the
Exactly.
mailing list.
Exactly.
Some people love mailing lists. Geniuses is who they are.
Well, supposedly they help a lot with selling tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Francis pretty much has one with Punch Up Live.
I
Right?
do, yeah, but I haven't really been pushing that too hard.
You reach out directly to the consumer,
Exactly.
and then suddenly they'll be reaching out directly to you.
Mm-hmm. It's just to let people know when you're coming to their town. Because nothing I hate more than going to some place and then after I do the shows and leave, someone DMs me and they're like, "Wait, you were in Richmond? I had no idea. Been trying to see you for years."
It is one of the most frustrating
It
things
really is.
ever,
Yeah.
especially after like it's a bad weekend.
Yeah,
And then you're getting DMs being like, dude, you got to come to fucking
yeah.
Richmond.
I had 40 friends that
Yeah.
were ready to come with
Yeah.
me.
The worst is when me and Mook used to go out after like the weekends. Like we'd like finish the Saturday show and
You
we'd
would
go
see
out
people?
and people would come up to me like constantly.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I'm like, 5 shows. Been promoting it for 6 months. I'm like, no one was at the show. How are all of these people not aware that there was a show?
Because you like stick to one social media and one form of telling people about it.
True.
I'm sorry, I don't have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and I never walk by the marquee of the comedy club. How come you didn't place an ad in the local Gazette? That's where I get my updates.
You need to put it in the church bulletin, honestly. That's
I
where
know.
most people read shit. That's where literally almost everybody fucking reads stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Francis, you went to...
Is that why you've been going back to church? Because you're having kids?
No.
Totally. I put that together as soon as I left yesterday.
You thought I'm going to
I
church
said,
because I'm
right,
having kids?
doesn't that make perfect sense? I was like, it all makes sense.
What does that even? I don't follow the logic.
What's
What does
the
that
logic?
mean?
Well, if you want to like raise your kids Catholic, and then you're like,
I don't.
You're like,
I don't.
You're like,
I want them to make their own choice.
You're like, I have to go.
I want them to make their own choice with religion.
You're making a lot of
That's a
assumptions.
slippery slope, brother.
That's fine, bro.
That's how you end up with one jihadist and one Buddhist.
The jihad's not a religion, bro. That's
Neither is
fucked
Buddhism.
up. There's
Neither
a
is
lot.
Buddhism.
Buddhism's a religion.
It's a way of life.
I walked right into that one.
You're talking to a Buddhist right now.
You wish. What kind of Buddhism?
All.
Exactly.
All.
Exactly, bro.
Ooh, this is getting spicy.
I'm reading the art. I'm reading the Art of Living.
Well, you. By the way, you opened this
Phenomenal
can of
read.
worms when you
Phenomenal
insulted
read.
his children.
How did
Yeah.
I insult his children? Because I called them jihadists.
Your tone, yeah. Their religion, you mocked their religion. I won't stand for it.
Yeah.
As their godfather, I will not stand for it.
There's one plate.
As their godfather, you've lost your mind.
I'm splitting the pool cue and putting Godfather in between the two of you guys and letting you guys fight to the
I
death.
like that. I
One
like
Godfather
the
on
sound
the
of that.
table for this show, splitting it in half, Joker style.
You might be like you could be. I don't think you've been around long enough to be godfather.
I'm a godfather.
No, but I'm sure you've been around long enough to be a godfather. I'm talking about Roan's kid's
Oh, I
godfather.
see what you mean. You're probably right.
You, on the other hand,
I've been
you're
around plenty of time.
Yeah.
I definitely am up. I'm up for grabs.
Imagine giving him the duty of godfather.
That's a great idea.
where
Having like a younger person
and
be the
in the
godfather.
traditional sense too, where
If I perish.
if something happens
If
to the parents, they'll
Roan
go live
perishes.
with you. What would happen to these beautiful children if you suddenly became
They'd
their?
be watching Saw 3D and condoms off the ground.
We would have a phenomenal time.
They would get diseases that
There's
have been
so many schools.
out of the world for hundreds of years.
You should
How'd
look
they
into
get
the.
scurvy?
How'd they get the plague?
There's 2 schools right next to my apartment. I would send them there.
But
and then I
one to
would
each
go-
school.
One to each school.
You see which school's better.
Yes, exactly. It's a great method to figure it out.
Hi, Mr. Settle. Yes, we're calling because we're concerned. The boys showed up covered in mice bites,
Mouse bites.
talking about kill streaks
thought you
and
were
their
I thought you were a grammar major or an English major.
Wait,
or
what did
some
I
shit.
say?
You said mice bites.
What's wrong with that?
Mouse bite.
What if multiple mice bit them? Like you have.
I'm gonna have to see about it. I'm gonna have to chat GPT that later.
ChatGPT, is it mouse bites or mice bites?
I think if you have a fucking horde of mice, which you do,
I don't have
an
mice.
infestation
I don't
in your
have
apartment.
mouse.
Your apartment. Then it stands to reason that 2 young children playing on the floor could be swarmed by.
Well, we're not going to play on the floor.
Where else are they going to play?
Floor is lava.
The couch.
Oh yeah, you're going to let them on your couch when you're playing your video games?
I don't play video games on the couch. I play on a chair.
You just put them on the couch and you throw them a fucking Xbox controller.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Let the kids spin.
They can use the PS4. I'll use the PS5.
No, bro. Let my kids use the PS5.
Hell no.
You
They're
can
not
use
even
the
going to know the
PS4.
difference.
You're gonna have to make sacrifices if you're Godfather.
Damn.
I know that
He's
is
back.
true.
He's back in the running.
If he wants to be, I'm telling you, it's a head-to-head battle. We're doing an academic decathlon.
Okay, I accept.
Tell your wife I'll get the
My god, I forgot your fucking probiotics.
I'll get the gut biome test if I can be Godfather.
I have the probiotics. I have the expensive probiotics at my fucking house that my wife got for you.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, you do.
Did we talk about this?
We did,
I was
yeah.
probably not on the episode.
You were.
I don't know. I think we talked about it after. Or you might not have been on the episode.
He was.
His microbiome's busted.
I know that.
Allison is positive that even his anxiety is linked to his microbiome.
I think that's a great thought. Yeah.
That if you cured that with some of these expensive jarred fucking probiotics. That
By the way,
probiotics do help a ton for anxiety.
If you out there listening remember the episode where this was discussed, please find it because I do not remember.
It was discussed over the stretch where we had to record 4 times in 1 week.
And you brought up that she was going to bring
Yes.
him.
It was very it was a quick
Impasse.
conversation.
Okay, fine.
It was
I don't
impassing.
remember it at all.
Brother, do not beat yourself up. You are pumping enough C.S. Lewis into that brain that you won't have to ever remember a thing again. The screw tape letters? I know you're tapped in.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Literature, bro. I know
Oh.
that you're a reader. Come on, bro.
I'm not. Well, I'm trying to be.
I know.
I'm reading The Art of Living.
You need to read The Art of War.
No.
Sun Tzu.
That's a good book on tape while you're working out.
Yeah.
Art of War.
I got some swings in this morning, and I was kind of like, "Damn, maybe I should just keep this thing for my apartment."
Kettlebell workouts are a good way to get the heart pumping.
Just like in between Call of Duty matches, just like do a couple swings.
How are you swinging? Can I see what your swing was like? Because I'm always shitty at it with my form.
I wasn't really swinging. I was joking.
Let's see what your form is like.
I didn't think you were gonna put me to the test. I was more just doing squats / deadlifts.
That's a good goblet squats.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm
yeah.
just trying to get you on r/form check.
I have phenomenal form.
Let's see. I want to see your form. I'm trying to trick you into showing me your form.
Yeah, show us a swing.
Oh, I'm not gonna do a swing.
Show us a deadlift then. Show us a squat. Show us a goblet squat.
Yeah.
I just want to see form.
This would be better if I had no shoes on.
Just pop them off. Let me see your back too.
See that thrust at the end? All that thrust.
Let's see another one. Yeah, that's literally perfect
Hear
form.
the joints exploding.
They crack.
Actually,
I thought someone was playing Yahtzee.
It is great form.
You know what would be really hard with this is a Turkish getup. You ever seen that?
That was good form.
The Turkish getup where you're
Like,
I'm on a new-
you know it's good form because like I felt it all in the glutes and the hams.
I've moved on to a new thought.
I thought someone was making some Orville Redenbacher, but you locked your knees out.
Sounded like it.
Well, when
Tap
I took
dancing across bubble
when I was
wrap.
in weightlifting class in high school, they told us that it's all about the thrust.
Really?
Yeah,
See, that's what I must not be doing.
you got to if you don't
That's what my
thrust, you're
flabby ass
not
is
gonna
forgetting.
get the big ass.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be thrusting like that. So tell me about how your shoulders were rounded forward like a fucking
Were they?
yeah, a little bit. But that could be good form. Because you took a weightlifting class. I never have.
I also think you kind of thrusted too hard, and your
Well,
back
I
was
exaggerated the thrust.
you
The
were
second,
concave.
my second rep.
Yeah.
I thought it was good form though.
It's perfect form.
I thought it was perfect form, but I just want to hear about the physiology of it all. I'm interested in the physiology.
Understood.
We need to get some fucking kettlebells in here. Nothing would make me fucking harder than working out with my boys.
Bro,
Can
we
we-
have a kettlebell.
Can we get these made in our likenesses? That's the real question.
Probably not.
Why not?
Considering that they did it with Joe Rogan and they made like 20 of them,
Let's
I assume they probably don't want to make
How much was it?
$300.
if there are any kettlebell sculptors out there,
And it became your most prized possession, and you literally took it out of your house because your house is so likely to burn down, and you wouldn't be able to remove it in the case of a fire, and it's your most
Dude,
important thing.
this thing would survive a fire.
It would survive Hiroshima.
Yeah.
There's one kettlebell standing. It looks like a mortar show.
it's crazy. It's amazing.
It is.
It's a great purchase, Sass. Well done.
It's
Proud
truly
of you.
something. It's truly something.
How about like reverse lunges with it?
Yeah, maybe.
God, there's some really tough kettlebell things you can do.
You went to Sema last night. That's what I wanted to ask you about.
Oh yeah, my God, what a restaurant!
Sema is the number 7 ranked restaurant by the New York Times, the highest Indian food on the list, and
Dude.
a trip among the spices that is really it makes you. It's like an Inside Out that jazz movie by Pixar when the notes start appearing in the air.
I never saw that, but I get what you're saying.
I couldn't make my way through it either. They kept fucking dying at the beginning of it, fucking making me cry on the airplane.
I cry on airplanes, even if I'm not watching anything.
But
It's
regardless,
crazy.
There's something about the cabin pressure that makes me more emotional.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I cried watching Good Will Hunting on an airplane in high school, and I had seen the movie 40 times
and it was
already.
while he
Yeah.
was beating up Carmine Scarpaglia.
Yeah.
Sema was awesome. I will say that the waiter did not do a very good job of sort of just telling me what was going to be spicy versus what was not going to be. And I was very careful because you had warned me that stuff was going to be very spicy.
And was it?
It wasn't too bad, but he told us not to get the rabbit leg because that's really spicy. Did you do the rabbit leg?
We must have done the rabbit leg.
Yeah, they have a limited number on the menu.
We must have done the limited dish rabbit leg. Spiced my dick off. And there was a spicy cocktail, I recall, as well.
The cocktails were fucking unbelievable,
I would
dude.
kill for some Indian food right now.
Oh,
And this kind of, it's not your typical beef Rogan Josh or vegetable samosa basmati rice. It's a very elevated.
very elevated. It's gastronomic in a way. Also, it's from a certain region of India. I think southeastern India. I don't know what that's called, but
India.
I
India.
need a fat plate of sag paneer right now, bro.
Dude, they had the lobster in the curry. Oh my god. Had the lamb. The lamb was insane.
Oh my God.
Brought it home. Never gonna eat it.
It'll be so
watch it.
nice. I'm surprised you didn't hit him with a breakfast to serve the next day. Just start your day off with
Thought
some
about it.
spicy ass
I
lamb.
know.
Thought about that.
You brought the leftovers home?
Yeah, I did.
Delicious.
We
I'll
need
be,
to.
I'll
can
be stopping over later.
we need to do a team dinner at fucking Sema.
Let's do it.
You
You
have
guys-
to see if you.
I'm
can
also
get-
going to Fort Charles tonight.
What?
I got a couple good resis this week.
What the
Can you
hell
get
is-
me a resi at Fort Charles? My parents are coming into town next week.
Yeah, let me check. No.
Good to
Your
know.
parents are gonna have to go to Cheval. Poor bastards.
What do you guys think this is?
I know what it is.
Is
It's
it-
something you put your gear in to float down the river.
Nope.
It's
Oh,
waterproof.
it's
Good
the
good idea though.
you put it your the motor of your blow up mattress in it.
It's pretty much what Francis said. It's a wet bag. But it's not for you can't put it in the water and have it float down the river. It wouldn't float.
What is it for?
It's just like for when you go camping, you put all your shit in. I put all my shit into bags like this so that if it rains and my bag gets wet, my stuff inside doesn't get wet.
That's
Last
right.
thing you want after a long day on the water is getting in wet clothes.
Yeah.
I can't believe you could fit a Xbox in there.
I know. Well, they come in multiple sizes. This is one of the smaller ones.
Got it. So that's for your PSP.
hmm
That's for your Game Boy Mini.
PSPs were awesome.
They were game changers.
I remember I was on the bus in like second grade and there was a kid in our school who had a PSP and he showed me it and he said that he watched porn on it. And then he showed me his search history and it was just porn. And I was like, I didn't even know what porn was, but I was like, damn.
I need a PSP. I need to get into video games.
Yeah.
and you just have been playing Overwatch looking for the fucking looking for wayward titties. They're in there somewhere.
They're in there.
Oh, you just gotta look hard.
You just gotta
enough.
look.
There's plenty of titties in Overwatch. All right.
All right.
Feel good?
It's a great episode.
Fun. Lots of developments. Really
Flew
good.
by.
Yeah.
We did over an hour, right?
We must have.
Yeah. All right.
Come to the Mohican Sun, see my boy Lil Sass. Shout out to everybody that had us in their little Spotify Wrapped. That's so nice to hear that from you guys. So nice to see it. A
We
precipitous.
gotta do our parlay.
Huh? Oh yeah.
And
Let's put
Deontay Johnson just got suspended.
For not going into the game against the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to be like, I'm not playing.
Why did he not go into the game?
He said, I'm not fucking playing.
All right. Let's bang out this parlay.
I'll build it on my phone, or you want to build it?
You can build it.
Let's leave Thursday night out.
All right. Why? Lions, Packers?
In case people don't listen to the episode in time.
Let's just do Sunday parlay.
Okay.
What's your pick for Lions Packers?
Lions. But I kind of like Packers to cover.
So it's -3.
Oh, never mind. Definitely don't like Packers to cover.
That's why I think we just leave that alone.
Leave it out. Leave it out.
Let's just rip Sunday. Unless you like the number, unless you want to go over. Over 51.5. That's going into jail and hitting the biggest guy in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, let's
Two
just
good
start
defenses.
All right, Falcons against Vikings. Vikings -5.5. Over under 45.5. Falcons, Vikes. Who do we like?
I like over 45.
Truss. Okay, it's in. Over 45.5.
Panthers, Eagles.
Panthers, Eagles. Eagles -12.
I like Panthers plus 12.
Is that Bryce?
Yeah.
I think that's overhyped. I would hammer the Eagles on that game.
Eagles -12.
I know. That's why.
Eagles played a weirdly close game against the Jags earlier this year. They haven't been winning by like huge double-digit wins.
No.
Garbage time. I'll go with the Panthers on that.
Panthers plus 12. Or
But
should
I
we
feel
just
bad
do...
because-
I also do like over 46.
What do you think, Francis?
I like the Eagles to cover -12.
All right, we'll go with the -12.
-12 is crazy.
There's so much hype around Bryce.
Dude,
and he's gonna
barely any games in the
Eagles are
NFL win by -12.
the Eagles are gonna bury him. And then who are the fucking Panthers?
The Panthers are playing really well, dude.
With Bryce.
Yes, with Bryce.
He's
We'll come back to
overrated.
this one. We'll come back to this one.
I'd rather take the over than take Eagles -12.
Okay, fine. Take the over. What do I care?
Because then if it goes into garbage time and they like
Well, we
there's a
have to.
chance,
So we have to set up a tiebreaker oscillation system where one of you guys will get the tiebreaker on this one, the next one will get the tiebreaker on the next one.
Okay,
Push comes to shove. So who wants it? Time to get on the table and fucking pound the table for your guys. The -12.
I'm gonna go Eagles -12 on this one.
I hate it. I hate that pick.
Who wants tiebreaker? Rock, paper, scissors for tiebreaker.
Okay,
then.
ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win.
All right, so Eagles -12.
All right. Well, then we'll guess we can just end it on that one, right? We're not gonna make it past it.
Am I wiggling my ears right now?
-12 is, dude. The Raiders played the Chiefs.
You
and
already
by
lost
3.
the rock, paper, scissors. The tribe has spoken.
This is terrible. They're like the Eagles, because what happens is these terrible teams, the teams go into it. Sirianni's a fucking idiot. They go into it being like easy win, and then they lose or they come close to losing. They don't prep for these games like they do against like the Ravens and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We could come back to this one.
All right.
Browns, Steelers.
Steelers
What's the spread on that?
-6.5.
I love Browns.
Over-unders 44 and 44.
I think that Russ is like, he's been balling lately and he had a huge game and now he's due to revert to Russ.
Russ has been playing well the entire season.
So
His
the Browns, not even the
was his
Browns to
best game.
cover?
Last game he had was his best game he's had
I'm
in
not
like
taking
10
the
years.
Browns to cover the Steelers. What are we doing?
Browns.
All right, you get the tiebreaker on this one. Since you guys
I'm just
rock,
going to
paper,
build
scissors.
my own. I'll post
No,
it
no,
on
no,
my-
Don't do that.
Saz.
Don't be that guy.
So you want Steelers? So you want Steelers?
Yes.
Oh.
6.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll renege on this.
Jags, Titans. I like the Titans to cover. Or I like the Jags to cover. Mac Jones.
So you're letting your emotion get in the way
That's
because you
Homer.
love Mac Jones.
All right, over 39.
Okay. Over 39.5.
Or do you think under? Because Trevor Lawrence is out. Oh wait, Trevor Lawrence is Mac Jones. Okay. And who's playing Will Levis?
Yeah.
I don't know if I do like over.
It's terrible.
You think it's a bad pick?
I think under is good.
So-
I agree with you on under on that.
So should we go back to the Jags?
Dude, the slate is getting tricky in this late season.
We really had it locked until now.
I know.
We
All
really
go
were gonna-
Jags plus 3.5.
All right, done.
Raiders, Bucks. Baker's due for a big game. Bucks -6. Ooh, but the Raiders have a pretty solid defense.
Raiders have what?
All right, Bucks -6.
I like Bucks -6.
but I think Bucky Irving might be hurt. And Baker is like questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Giants, Saints. I like Saints -4.5.
Yeah, you can never bet on the Giants.
The Giants are so bad.
They won't cover ever.
Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins -6.
I would stay away from that game.
I like over 45.
Over 45. It's in Miami.
Yeah, over 45.
All right.
Dolphins might put up 45 by themselves.
Seahawks at Cardinals.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Seahawks 7-5 right now. Cardinals. Kyler Murray is 0-2 since Black Ops 6 came out.
I paused my game to be here.
He's so like he can't play quarterback
I
since
know.
it's out.
So you like Seahawks +3? I don't hate it. Book it.
Bills at Rams. What do you
That's
think?
a tough one. What's the spread?
4.5. Rams at home getting 4.5.
Rams need it more than the Bills do.
Yeah, but the Bills have been fucking balling.
The Rams are
dude.
not that good. The Rams have a good quarterback, good receivers, good defensive line. That's it.
I still think ride the Bills, man.
Bills. I think Bills. I'm with Francis.
They're also
-4.5.
like trying to catch the top of the division.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
So it matters. They want home field.
And they're going
big
to go to
time.
LA. It's going to feel like a home game. Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, that is
Type of
very
shit.
true. All right, Bills.
Bears at Niners.
See, this one. I've been thinking about this one all week.
You paused Black Ops 6 just to think about this.
I kind of like Bears +4.
I'm with you, bro. The Niners suck.
Yeah,
The
I like
Niners
that.
suck
I
and
like Bears
McCaffrey's
+4.
out. Is Nick Bosa still out? If Nick Bosa's back in, it's 49ers.
Check. Why don't you do side research to see if Bosa's back in?
Because the Bears O-line is awful.
But if there's no Bosa, is Joey Bosa playing? Him and Trent Williams haven't practiced today?
All right, then go Bears.
Bears.
Bears +4.
Okay, Chargers at Chiefs. Sheesh.
That's a good game.
I like the Chargers in this.
Okay, 42.5 is the over-under. That seems low.
That seems low, but yeah, over. I think we stay away from the spread because you know how it is with the
You
Chiefs.
never know who you're going to get. And then Bengals-Cowboys Monday night.
I mean,
Bengals.
I guess Bengals, but Bengals -5.5 seems kind of ridiculous.
Cowboys do suck, but the Cowboys are at home.
But the
Cowboys
Bengals
been
also have the worst
trash
defense.
at home.
The Bengals defense is
All right, you like
unbelievably
Cowboys?
bad. No, I don't like the Cowboys, but I also don't know if I like the. Maybe just go Bengals money line.
All right, Bengals money line. All right, right now it's at 164,000 to 1.
All right.
So we bet $1, and if we win, we make $164,000.
No.
No.
Not
If
even
we
close.
bet I'm betting 100. Yeah, I'm betting $100 to win $164,000 that I'll
Right.
split among all of us.
Cool.
Okay, but I think we should reevaluate Panthers Eagles.
Should I just take it off?
That's really going to hurt our odds, and I feel really good about
I'd
it.
rather take Eagles money line.
Okay,
than
I just
take
took it
Eagles
off, and now
minus
it's
12.
$86,000.
You just halved us with one leg.
Dude, minus 12 is crazy.
46. Should we just go over?
This is Sass's. He's done his.
Do you like the over or the under?
He's made an executive decision.
All right, let's go minus 12. Let's go minus 12. I'm rooting for it. I'm not going to be rooting against it. I feel like minus 12 is a shit
Do you
ton
like
of points.
the under is minus 112, so it's like Vegas slightly favors the under 46.
I mean, how many times have the Panthers lost by 12 points this year?
Who knows? Who cares?
Me.
You're in the weeds too much. You got to go with your gut here. It's everything you said that made me feel good about it. It's too
All right,
many
week 1, the
points.
Panthers lost by 37.
Everyone's hyping up Bryce.
Week 2, they lost by 23. Okay, but let's see, like, since they've been good. They've been getting smoked. They've been getting blown out. They lost to the Commanders by 33 points. They lost to the Broncos by 14.
It's in Philly as well.
Won to the Saints, or they beat the Saints. They beat the Giants. They lost by 3 to the Chiefs.
That's an aberration. Also, those are the games that
And they lost by 3 to the Bucks last week. So the last 2 games,
Last 4 games.
their
they have
last
2
4
wins.
games, they have 2 wins, and they've lost by 3 points in
fine.
the
Listen,
other 2.
again, we did rock paper scissors. None of it seems to matter.
Okay, all right,
You
you're right. We
are-
did rock, paper, scissors. You get to pick. Minus 12 Eagles.
You're just trying to talk me out of it.
No, I'm not. I'm agreeing with you. You do. I don't get to make all the choices.
No, but you have been so insistent that I just cannot be bothered to be equally insistent anymore.
No, I am agreeing with you. I'm saying you got to pick this one. You won rock, paper, scissors. Minus 12.
But you
Eagles
bullied-
minus 12 is in.
Okay, good.
Eagles minus 12 is in.
All right.
I want this.
$100 to win
Can we
$164,000.
maybe
Nothing I
cut
want
something
more
in
than
before
for
the parlay of me just saying, don't bother listening to this one, guys.
Do not do that.
Skip this one. Save your money.
It's your fucking parlay.
I want every leg to hit except for the Eagles minus 12.
5 of us in this
That's
room,
sick.
20% each on this. 20% each on $164,000.
That's like 32 grand each.
Pre-tax.
I'll eat the tax for you boys.
It's going to be a lot of tax.
I'll eat the tax bill. I'll take a loss on this.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.